Welcome back, everyone. Well, you talk about foresight. Go back to 1984. Franklin Community Center started a program called Project Lift. The aim of Project Lift was to help kids at the very formative ages, let's say 6 to 11, on just things like self-esteem, things like social skills, things like hygiene, all kinds of things. Now, fast forward and think about the world we're living in now, and believe it or not, Project Lift is still here and absolutely even more relevant. And a lot of that has to do with the efforts that my guest puts into that. Frequent guest here, Jaime Williams. Hello, Jaime.
Hi, Jesse. Thank you so much for having me.
Very nice to have you here.
What a great introduction.
Oh, thanks. We were talking before we went on air. You get to be a certain age and you look at these young kids and you think to yourself, where are the positive role models, right? Where do they go in a world that's so filled with technology and texting and all these other things? And let's face it, not the best role models in the world for these kids. What happens?
It's tough. It's definitely different than when I grew up, and I'm very thankful that I grew up when I did. Everything's immediate gratification now, and instant. You're not looking forward to things long term anymore because everything changes within an instant. You get a new electronic phone or whatever, and then within 6 months there's another one, there's a better one, there's a new one that they want.
Right.
But when role models come into play, there's so many people that move in and out of the lives and in and out of the media, and who's positive, who's negative, who's to say, who are they going to go towards, who's going to be their inspiration. So we're hoping that bringing back more programs like Project Lift, where we have everyday people who can be a part of their life and who can make a difference, who can be there every day, day in and day out, to kind of show them there's people outside of their family, there's people outside of their small community that care.
When it started initially, was it Division Street School?
You have a very good memory. Yes, it did.
In 1984, it started with one elementary school. And thankfully, over the years, because of the efforts at Franklin Community Center, they're now, this year, will be in all 6 Saratoga Springs District elementary schools, correct?
Yes, we will.
Wow, that is tremendous growth. Now, this is an after-school program, right?
Correct.
Just let's talk about some of the fundamentals. What's involved with Project Lift?
The program with the students happens after school. So we meet with the kids at their elementary schools, but we have staff who work all day long. So one of the key staff for the families and for the children are family outreach educators, and their main purpose is to really get to know the families, to become almost like a caseworker for the family, to help them achieve certain goals, to show them how to access services, to help them with parenting questions, or to just be a sounding board. I know a lot of our students are special education students, and those meetings can be pretty intimidating. To have someone sitting next to you, someone going in with you and helping you and being an advocate for you is really very important.
Becomes like a social family in a way, right?
It does, and you deal with these families year in and year out because it's not a one-year program, so they can enroll in the 1st grade and stay through 5th grade. And when I first came to Franklin Community Center, I started as a family outreach educator years ago, and I still am in contact with a lot of families that I worked with.
That's great.
Something we're super proud of this year, and this was in collaboration with the school district. The school district really stepped up over the past few years and funded the program to make the expansion along with a private foundation, but we're moving our family outreach educators out of Franklin Community Center, and they now have offices in the schools.
Oh, God. Oh, so the access point is a lot closer.
The access point is closer for the families, and our goal overall is to kind of take Franklin Community Center, to take our name out of the mix, and to have these families going to the schools to get these services, and to create a better link between the schools and the families, so that the stronger the link is, the more successful the students are going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're really fortunate that the Saratoga Springs School District sees this and values this and wants us to come in. I mean, they're opening up their doors and they're putting our staff in there like they're their own.
Yeah, I bet. You know what I want to ask you? You have so much experience in this. Could you identify 3 areas that you notice are particularly important to kids in that age group of 6 to 11?
I can. I think it kind of changes depending on where you're living. Like even in Saratoga Springs, this school district, when you were dealing with families who have children in Greenfield Elementary School and then families who are in Caroline Elementary School, there's a huge difference. Even though it's the same general area. But I would say a big goal is giving them information so later in life they can make good decisions, like on drugs, on alcohol, on bullying, on violence. Giving them the facts, letting them know what's going to happen, what's coming down the pike, because drugs and alcohol and gambling and all those things are huge. And they're becoming a bigger pressure point for kids in this area. self-esteem, social skills, how to feel about themselves, even hygiene.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
these
sure.
are things that you could focus a lot on in school. And now with new mandates and curriculum, the teachers don't have the time to focus on this as much as it is. And it's not common sense. It's not something you just pick up as you go along. It's stuff you have to learn.
Got it. The reason that we're telling you all about this and about her experience with this is that they do a major fundraiser every year, and it's coming up. As a matter of fact, it's coming up quickly. It's Thursday, October
13th.
Thursday, October 13th. And it's, once again, look out to Sully because it's out at Longfellows again.
He's fantastic.
They do a fantastic job with this. And this year, I got to do a shout out for Richie
Please
Ortiz,
do.
right?
Please do. We're very excited.
Yeah, music is Richie Ortiz, and Rich Ortiz, I think, is the way
He goes by
says.
Rich now.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely phenomenal musician. He gave me his most recent CD, and I listened to it last week, and it ripped my head off. It was just that good. So you've got music by Rich Ortiz. You've got it at Longfellows. You have something called heavy hors d'oeuvres. What do they have to weigh, like 3 pounds or something? What does that mean?
At a minimum, yeah. There's lots of really good food. You know, Sully.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And a silent auction, which I've hovered over a couple of years to get what I want.
We always get some great things in there.
And Chad Beatty is going to be there to do the live auction again?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
good. Oh, a lot of tradition here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
We're looking forward to it. This is our 5th year. Last year we raised $50,000.
Right.
And so we're hoping that we can exceed that this year.
Yeah.
You know, it's imperative to the program, especially now with the expansion. You know, the dollars. We went from a staff of 3 to a staff of 9.
Yeah, got it. Well, they need to service all 6 of the elementary schools, and they have a presence on each one of those campuses, too, each one of those schools, right?
Yep, we do. It's fantastic.
This is a fabulous program, and one, if you think about it, I don't care if you're a teacher, I don't care if you're a parent, I don't care if you're a grandparent, 6 to 11 years old. So Project Lift, it's the big fundraiser. It's at Longfellows on Thursday, October 13th, starts at 6 o'clock. And you can go to the website, find out more information, but please help this organization. Since 1984, think about the positive role that it's played. Jamie, great to see you as always.
So nice. Thank you for having
coming
me.
in. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.